I'm going to give you a quick grammar review, and you should listen because I'm going to hand out a practice packet for you. It's going to help you not only with your ACT stuff, like yesterday when you were writing, but also in your regular writing, which you're going to be doing a lot of in here. And many of you are going to be taking Intro to College English. You're going to do a lot of writing in there, and going to college, you'll do a lot of writing there. So, all right, even if you're like, I'm not doing any of those things, Mrs. Peterson, well, this will help you be a better speaker and a better writer. And this is what we're doing, so sorry. First of all, I wanted to talk about the word supposedly, which many people mistake and call it supposably with a B. There's no such thing. So I just wanted to break it down for you. The verb is suppose, like, I guess so, I suppose. But if it was yesterday, you were supposed to do something, past tense, supposed. And if you're tweaking that into an adverb, as you know, many adverbs end in ly. Quickly, swiftly, ridiculously, ly. Alright, so supposedly is what you're actually saying. You're saying suppose, past tense, supposed, adverb supposedly. She's supposedly coming, but I don't know. So supposedly, edly. Two suffixes, endings that go on the end of a word. Alright? Kicked, shuffled, supposed, supposedly. Alright? It's just because we changed the pronunciation of supposed to supposed, and then we had the ly for supposedly. Alright? Supposedly, this was supposed to be a quick review, but I've already been talking too long, so I'm going to shut up and move on to the next thing. Alright? Go! Pat! Go! Who versus whom? If you can separate the word out, he, it's who. If you can separate the word out, him, it's whom. So it ends in a vowel, he, who, or it ends in an M. Him, whom. Alright? Next we have apostrophes. Two different times you can use apostrophes. Contractions. A contraction is when you take two words, you jam them together to make one word. He will heal. H-E apostrophe L-L. He will heal. He'll be here in the morning. Alright, so that's a contraction. Remember that your apostrophe is kind of like a little finger pointing where the W-I in heal used to be right here. He will. But we took the W-I, we sucked it out, smushed it together. We just left our little finger pointer contraction. That apostrophe right there saying that's where the letters used to be. Alright? The other one is for possession. So like the dog's collar was run over in the road. The neighbor's cat fell off the roof. Alright, so the neighbor owns the cat. The dog owns the collar. You always got to go back to who is the owner. You write that out. So in this case, dog. And then you add your apostrophe. There's no S in there. Remember the set, the apostrophe and the S? I need both of them in possession. So the dog, apostrophe, no S. Got to add an S. The dog's collar, dog apostrophe S, collar, was run over in the road. The neighbor's cat, there was only one neighbor, all right? Neighbor, apostrophe, then I got to add my S, neighbor's cat. But if I was talking about multiple dogs whose collars got run over, then the dogs' collars were all run over. I write out the owner, dogs, then I add the apostrophe. Oh, I already have an S there because there was an S in dogs, plural. I added the apostrophe, I'm done. Dogs, collars, D-O-G-S, apostrophe. Make sense? Any questions? All right. Okay, you say there's no questions? I hope there's not, because you're going to have to do this in a little bit. All right. Next, verb tense. Just remember when you're writing, stick with either present tense or past tense. Don't go back and forth, all right? Stick in one. All right, next we have ambiguity. Just make sure that when you're writing, you are clear about who you're talking about. If there's two people and both of them are guys, then when you say he, make sure we know who you're talking about. All right, so if I say Bob and Larry went to the store and he bought too much food. Who did, Bob or Larry? We don't know. You were ambiguous. Another example, the chef cut the cheese and it stunk. All right. Did the chef cut some Limburger cheese and it was smelly? Or did the chef fart while he was making your stew? We're not sure because that's ambiguous. All right. Ambiguity, it could mean this. It could mean this. We're not sure what was intended. All right. So don't write ambiguously.
3 squirts.
The comma splice is next. So in general, you can either use a comma and then a conjunction, like I was running to the store, comma, and I slipped on the ice. Okay, so I was running to the store, that's a sentence. I slipped on the ice, that's a sentence. If they're connected, I have 2 options, all right? I can either use comma and, or I can use a semicolon. I was running to the store, semicolon. I slipped on the ice. You cannot use a comma to separate 2 sentences. You can't do it. Otherwise, now you have a run-on. Last but not least, we had our list of verses. You might remember that from Grammar Girls 2. That versus who. Just remember, if it's people, it's who. Otherwise, it's that. The guy who sold me the car was a jerk. But the movie that we went to see was awesome. The movie that, the animal that, the table that I bought was broken. All right? But the man who, the girl who, my friend who bought me a wonderful coffee mug, blah, 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 blah. All right? Okay. Next, good versus well. Good is an adjective. Well is an adverb. Some of you are like, I don't know what that means. An adjective describes a noun. Brown, delicious, good. The cake was good. The cake was brown. The cake was delicious. An adverb, she sings well. It describes a verb for the most part. He dances well. He does his job well. All right? All describing actions.
I see you're drinking 1%. Is that because you think you're fat? Because you're not. You could be drinking whole if you wanted to.
It's versus it's. It is, you need your apostrophe. It is, it's a contraction, all right? But it's, hers, his, those don't need them. I know they're possessive, and 99% of the time, possessive, like the neighbor's cat, he owns the cat, possesses the cat, fell off the roof, we need it. But if you're using the pronoun it, its tail got harmed when it fell off the roof. His pancreas was inflamed. All right? Those don't need apostrophes.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
There, and there. Here or there, spelled the same way. T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E, they are. And T-H-E-I-R, the one with an I. I is a pronoun. I like pronouns. There is also a pronoun. Their coat is in the hallway. Their Cheetos are in my stomach. Their car started on fire. Okay. Then versus then. Then is time. Then, when, then. H-E-N, then, when. Time, H-E-N. T-H-E-N, W-H-E-N. Time. Otherwise, it's a comparison. T-H-A-N is a comparison. You are taller than me. He burps louder than Mike. I smell worse than a dumpster. That's not true. I showered this morning. I think that covers it. All right? Happy grammaring.